Hello everybody and welcome back to artofdino.com and saveearth.us. I've got an interesting article today that I found from December 21st, the winter solstice of 1845, from the Sunday Dispatch in New York. Again, 1845, and it refers to the discovery of the magnetic poles. So I'm going to read this because it's very interesting and it's totally different than what we hear now. And there's an interesting concept around that whole thing, and it's, you find as you dig through these things, you see a lot of things in the old papers where they're making discoveries and they're making all these kind of things, and then you think about what happens now in some of the later articles as time goes on, and conditioning and propaganda, or just even research. It could go both ways. Some of it's true, some of it's fake, but and some of it's bad intentions and some of it's pure intentions. But back in the day, there seems to be a lot of areas of dissonance between the past and the present, and things that were taught today that we can't prove. I can't go to the North Pole. I can't go to the South Pole. I don't even think they exist. I don't think they do exist. I think there's much more to it than we think. And so these guys were kind of theorizing about the poles in their day, and they came up with this. And I think it's something that they probably discovered that we should take into account, because we've heard different accounts of what they talk about here. And take a look. You'll know what I mean. Here we go. Discovery of the magnetic poles. Dr. Locke of Cincinnati has recently delivered a lecture in that city on the subject of electromagnetism and heat. I'd love to hear that. The discourse is mentioned as being particularly interesting, containing amongst kindred topics an account of the discoveries he had made and the facts accumulated in regard to the magnetic poles in the lines of greatest intensity. This has been a subject of examination with him for several years. He considers now that the magnetic pole are discovered, at least their immediate locality. His views on this subject have been confirmed by other observers. One of the magnetic poles is in Siberia, and another in the northern part of America. The line of greatest intensity is near the shores of Lake Superior. So think about that, because we've heard about ancient civilizations in the area of Lake Superior that might have even been buried by that lake, and or sunk in or whatever, destroyed, mangled, but there was a lot of copper around that area. There could even be a copper city underground, hence the AI imagery that you see here. There could be something so different that we don't even have a clue about underground that leads to the reason why the greatest level of intensity is near the shores of Lake Superior. As far as we know, there could be more magnetic poles. If this is a realm that's flat and infinite, then there could be poles all over the place, beautifully spaced, evenly spaced out in some divine pattern, a flower of life pattern, anything. We don't really know, so we don't have to put them in the middle of two mysterious places, North and South Poles, which no human is allowed to go. That also, to me, sounds sketchy. Again, coming from NASA, the deceivers, the people that deceive us, the science cultists that deceive us. So how can we trust any of them, to be honest? We have no idea what this is or what that means. I mean, there could be veins of metal underneath. There could be the central thing up north or whatever, if there is a central magnetic pole, or the magnetic rock, the Rupus Negra. If that is there, there could be veins of it stretching all over the place. There could be tunnels, there could be cities, there could be worlds, there could be power, there could be other civilizations under there that are giving these researchers up here these particular signals that make them think this way, and who knows. So, just another theory, wanted to put it out there. Maybe they knew more back then, maybe they know more now. We don't really know. I haven't done the research. I don't have the tools that these scientists do now and then, so I can't really figure it out. But I wanted to share it with you all to get your insight and see what you all think. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Bless you all from saveearth.us and artofdino.com.